Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to the first installment of Student Story Week for today. Today, we're kicking off our university series, and we're starting out with Harrisburg University of Science and Technology. And we're going to be talking about internship opportunities, which is something that I know a lot of students want to learn about. So we have a couple people on the call with us today. We have Carla, who's representing Harrisburg. And then we have Maria, who's an international student. So welcome both. Maria, would you like to introduce yourself? Oh, you're muted. You can unmute. Oh, I'll unmute you. Okay, there we go.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on. So my name is Maria Veda, and I share the birthplace with Dracula. I was born in Transylvania, which is in the northern part of Romania, and I currently live in New Jersey with my husband and our 3 kids.
Oh, that's amazing. It's so nice to meet you, Maria. Thank you for joining us. And Carla, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Thanks for having us today. I'm Carla Engel. I work as the University Liaison for Marketing and Recruitment with HMS on behalf of Harrisburg University of Science and Technology.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you both for being here with us today. Again, our topic of this session is all about internships and the different internship opportunities. And so before we dive into our interview, Carla, I know Harrisburg's internship opportunities are a little bit unique compared to other schools. So do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So the way that Harrisburg has designed their internships with their graduate programs for international students is with day one CPT. And of course, CPT, for those of you who aren't familiar, is curricular practical training. And that's a really wonderful opportunity because it allows students to connect what they're actually learning in their degree program with their professional work experience. So all of our students who are in our graduate programs at Harrisburg are not only pursuing their degree programs, but they're also working professionally in their field of study. And so they're able to make that connection with what they're studying. They're building their resume. They're making excellent, networking, international connections that way. And the other thing that's a real benefit too is they're actually getting paid a professional salary. And all of this is within the bounds of SEVIS regulations. So we really found a unique and beneficial pathway for our students.
Yeah, that's incredible. Like for our viewers watching, I don't know if you guys have investigated into this type of stuff, but it's not always super simple to get these like CPT opportunities and, paid internship opportunities and that sort of thing. So this really is something super unique to Harrisburg. So if you are looking to do a master's degree and you really want to get that hands-on, practical experience and build your resume, this is a great option to consider. So thank you so much, Carla, for sharing that information. I'll bring you back on at the end. Thank you. All right, so Maria, let's get started. I guess hearing all that information about the CPT program, is that why you chose to study at Harrisburg, or did you have another reason?
Well, absolutely. So I had 2 reasons, but let's start with this. Here at Harrisburg University, I was able to find a program that fit my needs and helped me achieve my goals. While completing my PhD students, because I completed a PhD here, I was able to maintain a career, as Carla said, because the internship opportunity is actually more of a career path, I would say. And it also gave me the opportunity to expand my family throughout my studies. Exactly a year ago today, I welcomed our 3rd child.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. That's exciting.
Yeah. And that was just a few months before completing my coursework.
Oh, my goodness.
And throughout this process, I was also able to maintain my career working as a technical lead for a pharmaceutical company throughout the studies.
Oh my gosh, Maria, you have so many accomplishments. How did you juggle all of that? Being a mom of 3 kids, studying, working, how did you handle?
So the coursework that Harrisburg University offers is very tailored towards this type of I would say,
modern day working woman.
Right, exactly. Yes. Yes. So in the day I would go to my internship. In the evening I would participate in schoolwork, and throughout all of this, spend time with the loved ones as well.
Wow. That's inspiring. Seriously. You should be very proud of yourself, because I don't think that's something that everyone is willing to step up to, that challenge of still pursuing their career and pursuing their goals while also having a huge focus on your family. A lot of times people end up sacrificing one or the other. And so I think that's really great that you were able to find a program that helped you really have it all and do it all. So I think that's really inspiring.
Exactly. Yeah. It's all about the opportunities.
For sure. So can you tell me about the internship you had, or where you were working?
Sure. So the skills that we learn throughout the coursework at Harrisburg University are highly applicable in real life. So here we have the opportunity not only to advance our knowledge, but also learn the latest technologies, study from the latest scholarly publications, participate in countless research opportunities, and just be at the forefront of the jobs of the future. As soon as I posted my resume with my academic background, I received a call literally within a few hours. And within the next 2 weeks, I was already working as an intern for the pharmaceutical company.
Okay. And what was your position in the pharmaceutical company?
I started as a BI developer, and I ended being a technical lead. And this is just because the coursework is very focused on technologies and practical methods. And employees are very, very happy, to have that kind of input, fresh from the academic.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, you're right at the cutting edge, not only getting your hands dirty and working, but you have the theoretical knowledge that's coming from a program that really focuses on being at the forefront, like you said, of all these changes and developments. So that definitely makes you like a valuable asset, I think, to any employer.
Absolutely.
Now, you mentioned that you just kind of posted your resume and got an offer. Does Harrisburg have some kind of job match system? Like, how does the process work for you to get matched up with an internship opportunity?
Well, there are plenty of opportunities. Harrisburg do offer career advice, and they have career fair, and you can also just go on your own and find jobs on the job boards. There are plenty of opportunities in this field.
Awesome. That's great that it's kind of a streamlined system. I know some students think it's impossible to get internships, or it's really difficult. And at some schools it may be, some schools don't have as much of a focus on this aspect. So that's definitely an advantage that you have if you study at Harrisburg. Now I'm going to ask a personal question. I know a lot of these internships are paid. Some of them are unpaid. Was yours paid?
Yes.
Awesome.
And everyone else studying at Harrisburg University had paid internships. Absolutely. And this
That's great.
And this goes back to the fact that the type of skills that are being taught here are very, very applicable in real life. And the employees are more than happy to offer you competitive salaries given your knowledge. And I can safely say that my salary as a BI developer and technical lead was on top of the range of this type of job.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about, if it's just kind of entry level salary, if you can kind of grow up when you're doing that. Because a lot of international students as well, they're trying to figure out if they'll be able to fund their studies. They want to know, like, okay, is this just going to be extra money, or am I going to be able to pay tuition while I'm working? Is this going to, like, how much am I really going to be making out of this job, kind of thing?
That's a great question. So you can not only are able to earn a very good salary, which is in on top of the ranges of of the jobs in this field, but also my employer offered to pay for my education as well after I joined. So what? It was a double win for me.
Wow, that's incredible. That's amazing. Yeah. Is that normal? Is that common, or were you lucky?
I would say that, this type of jobs are fairly new, and this type of skills are very unique that would be to bring to the table. And employers do anything that they can to help you grow, because they benefit as well.
For sure. And I think it's also about differentiating yourself. I think that's an opportunity that not every student would get. Don't expect to get a CPT internship and the employer to pay for your studies for you. That's not the norm, but you can do a lot of things to make yourself stand out and make yourself valuable. So kind of going back in time a little bit, how did you prepare yourself professionally to be this sought after candidate for these really good internship opportunities? Did you always work? How did you build your resume leading up to this?
No, actually, I was a stay-at-home mom for a few years, and then I decided to get back to school and build my career. I found through a friend, this amazing university, and the type of coursework that I had is very unique. I mean, I was able to study natural language processing as a master student, which I'm pretty sure that not many university offers. As a matter of fact, when I joined the PhD program in 2017, Harrisburg University was one of the first institutions in the country to offer analytics and data science programs in this field. So I had a competitive advantage just because I joined this wonderful education.
That's awesome. That's really great. So now looking forward a little bit, how do you think this internship experience that you had, how is it going to impact your future?
Well, because I was able to apply the academic skills in real time, it helped me not only gain work experience, but also add value to the employer as well. So it was kind of a win-win situation for both me and my employer. And for instance, I was able to build a natural language processing and sentiment analysis algorithm at work with the skills that I learned in the classroom. So this model analyzed employee surveys and their feedback and allowed the employer to take the pulse kind of like in real time of the company culture, understand people concerns, and help them better align their culture with their vision.
That's incredible. Oh my gosh, a lot of what you just said went over my head, but I can tell you know your stuff. That's awesome, Maria. That's really interesting. And now, I mean, have you finished your program already? Are you?
Right now, actually, I'm a postdoc with Harrisburg University.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, so what are your future plans now? What are your next steps?
So right now, I'm working on a very cool research in collaboration with Allen Brain Institute and Maryland University of Medicine. We study genomics, mRNA sequencing on brains. So it's a very good research opportunity. So within the next year, I plan to focus on this type of research, and then look for opportunities either as a university professor or go back in the work field. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah. Oh, that's incredible. I feel like you would probably be a very good professor. And I mean, you got so much real experience. So it's not only, you don't only have the knowledge of what you learned in class, which again, it just makes you so much more marketable in the job marketplace. It's so much easier to find an employer, and you also just have your options open. You have the skills and the knowledge now where you could go be a professor, or you could keep researching, or you have so many different paths you can take because of this preparation, and also because of your drive, which I think is really inspiring. Now, to kind of wrap up our session today, I want to know, do you have any tips or advice for other international students who may be interested in looking for internships or just studying in the US in general? What tips or advice would you give them?
Oh, I would say just stay focused, study, and don't be afraid, to go out there and look for opportunities. And just, build your skills, because this is an amazing opportunity for you, for your future, and for your potential employers as well, by bringing the value that you're going to learn in the classroom in the workplace.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Maria. I really appreciate you sharing your story. Carla, thank you so much as well for joining us. We didn't have any viewer questions come in this time, but if anyone reaches out, I will let you both know. Again, thank you for sharing this incredible and very valuable information. I think Harrisburg's a great option for students who really want to get their hands dirty. They want to work, they want to learn, and they don't just want to sit in a classroom. So I think that's awesome. Exactly. All right, you guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Mackenzie. Thank you.